Welcome back in for the semifinal action, part 2. This one is Alvin Gentry Elite in the red versus Team Zona in the white. Mitch Vereldes, Greg Rosenberg back to bring you all the action. And tip-off is underway, and it ends up in the hands of Alvin Gentry Elite product, Reese Taylor. As we're underway here, and a long three by Sean Wallstrom, but it's no good. Excuse me, Grant Wallstrom. No, I was right. There's a different Grant on this team, but that was Sean Wallstrom. And it'll be underneath for Alvin Gentry. The rest of the starting lineup for Alvin Gentry is such. Passing in the ball right now, Meekness Payne. He passed it in to Carter Murphy. Wallstrom is currently underneath, back to Payne. And Junior Garbra is the guard at number 1 in the red jersey, as Taylor just passed it to him. For Team Zona, Kevon Williams, number 3, is currently guarding right now. Josh Johnson in the 0 jersey, Abdi Udoe in the 10 jersey, as Wallstrom gets the first points of the game. So bringing the ball up right now is Johnson, and then the rest of the starting lineup includes Donovan Reagan at the number 5 jersey, and Adam Hamilton in the 6.
Gotta love how much talking there is out there on defense. Only way to beat a really good team, you gotta communicate.
As Adam Hamilton responds to the 2 with the 2 of his own. So here comes Alvin Gentry. There's Wallstrom. Shot by Garbra is no good, picked up by Reagan. So now it's Josh Johnson. He's guarded by Garbra. Gets the pick from Reagan. Now by Wallstrom. And he slips and falls, and it's picked up by Murphy. Murphy against Williams. Who's it going to be? And the ball just rolls out the rim, but it's picked up by Murphy. Now it's Reese Taylor. Over to Wallstrom. To Meekness Payne. And they're doing a lot of talking here, trying to get some plays moving. Trying to get Team Zona off a rhythm, and we have a foul on the floor. That's going to go against Udoe.
2 hands. They'll call that every time. 2 hands.
So Udoe credited with the first foul of the game. It's Wallstrom. Spin move. In for 2. He's now at 4.
That was impressive. Nice touch on the hook.
Sean Wallstrom, the 6'8" forward out of Estrella Foothills. He's in his junior year. As Hamilton tries to put it up, but it's blocked away by Taylor, and now it's picked up by Garbra. Garbra moving right to left, finds Murphy. Takes a few steps in, finds Payne. Payne going in, the one hand, good for 2. So 6-2 already, 13 and a half minutes to go. As Kevon Williams is running the ball. Now it's Johnson, or Udoe, excuse me. Now it's Udoe. And Garbra with the steal, finds Murphy, and they're all alone. But no good on the 2-hand, and Hamilton blocks away the shot attempt by Payne. So no points on that one. So here's Johnson. Quick jumper for good, for 2.
Wow, that was impressive. He stopped so quickly, he rose up, and bang.
And we have a traveling call against Wallstrom, and it'll go right back to Zona. Quick sub in now. Carter Murphy is out. And steps in number 2, Grant Ward. So my confusion with the Grant and Sean may continue here. Here's Kevon Williams. To Reagan. Back to Williams. Williams shakes off, steps in. Little floater. No good. That was Wallstrom with the rebound, and now it's Garbra trying to shake off Williams. And he keeps going in on his own. No good, though. And a foul on the rebound attempt, and that's probably going to go against Hamilton. It's actually going to go against Josh Johnson. Excuse me, Abdi Udoe. So Udoe now has 2 fouls already. 12 minutes, 15 seconds here. In drives Ward. A little floater above everybody for 2.
Ward takes those long strides to the basket. He gets a step on somebody. That's 2.
Long 3 from Reagan. Off the front of the rim. Picked up by Ward. Ward gets around Reagan. 3-on-1. Blocked away by Johnson, but it's going to be a foul. Good athleticism there from Josh Johnson, but hand in the wrong place at the wrong time. So 3 fouls quickly here by Team Zona. And Ward sinks the first. And he's good on them both. So newly inserted Grant Ward already at 4 points. Here's Josh Johnson. A lot of talking going on here. Kevon Williams off the square and in for 3.
That's our second glass 3 of the day.
We don't see those all that often either.
No.
Here's Meekness Payne. Gets it poked away by Williams. But it's out of bounds. And yeah, the scoreboard has not been updated for that 3 made. And I'm not sure why the refs aren't calling time. The scoreboard is incorrect. Now it's a little too... Well, now I don't know if my point totals are correct. So we'll just be patient with the scoreboard, but it's 11:27 to go. Here's Ward for 3. Sinks it! You almost wonder why Grant Ward didn't start this game. He's already at 7 points. Leads Alvin Gentry Elite. So now I believe the scoreboard is corrected. It says 13-7 as we have a quick foul here. It's going to go against Payne. Reagan will go to the line.
It's 7. It's 7's right. Yeah.
So the score on the board is correct. I checked my point totals as well.
Johnson, Hamilton have 2s and a 3 by Kevon.
So here's the shot by Reagan, and it's good. And Reagan makes them both. So here's Garbra. And again, a lot of talking from Alvin Gentry. And a bad pass by Ward, and it goes out of bounds.
A little too much sizzle on that pass. Good thought, though.
It's 13-9 in favor of Alvin Gentry Elite. 10 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Finds Williams for 3. No good off the backside of the rim. Picked up by Payne. And Garbra's moving quickly here. Here's Payne again. Over to Wallstrom. Finds Ward. Ward dumps it off to Taylor. Set the pick for Garbra, but Garbra loses it. Now we have a kickball against Josh Johnson.
Yeah, try to split defenders. It's just very hard to do, but you have a tight handle, you could do it if you're quick enough. But their opponent kicked it.
So we continue to have scoreboard operations delay this game, but nonetheless, 10 minutes, 25 seconds, 13 points to 9. Alvin Gentry leading Team Zona. And a long pass by Payne out to Wallstrom. And it's Reese Taylor with possession now. Loses it, and in the favor of Adam Hamilton, excuse me. So Johnson, 1-on-2. No good on the shot, blocked away.
Grant Ward using those long limbs of his. Great block.
So Alvin Gentry Elite will reset after what appeared to be a breakaway, and now we have a timeout called by head coach. So Amp Lee just wants a little clarification for his team, and we take the first break of today. Just taking a look at the ability of these two teams. Of course, Team Zona and Alvin Gentry Elite played earlier today in what was essentially the play-in games for these matchups. Alvin Gentry's no stranger to traveling. They also competed in the Indy Terrific 24, where they went 2-2. And they also went all the way up to Pennsylvania and competed in the Pitt Jam Fest, and they went 3-1. And you take a look at Team Zona, they've done their fair share of traveling, mostly to the California area. They went 3-1 in the LA Adidas Silver Gauntlet. And then the Double Pump Hoop Fest, excuse me, in LA, they went 1-3. So no strangers to traveling for either of these two teams.
Yeah, with just like Factory, Alvin Gentry, Team Zona, Arizona Factory, and some other teams in the Valley, you call elite travel teams. They'll go to Vegas, they'll go to Indianapolis, California, of course, and they'll go against all the best teams in the entire West Coast.
So now we have a foul on the floor, and that's going to go against Udue again. He's at 3. So Udue will check out. Also on the floor for the first time, Jaden Kahns, who the pass was intended to, but now Josh Johnson on the breakaway, and he'll get 2.
That is called speed. He is more than you.
Also on the floor for the first time for Team Zona is Cameron Spivey in the number 4 jersey, as Jaden Kahns currently has possession. To Wallstrom, little quick jumper, no good, but he's fouled on the way up, and that'll go against Johnson.
Very smart. He knew he was going to get fouled, kind of just threw it up there and almost made an and one there, but good smarts by Sean Wallstrom.
So Wallstrom able to sink the first. Wallstrom's now at 5.
Get that high arcing jumper, but he's pretty consistent with it.
And he's good on both. So only 3 players credited with scoring for Alvin Gentry Elite, but they lead in this one 15-11, 9 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Here's Johnson, over to Reagan, now over to Spivey, outside, 3. In and out for Hamilton, but there's a foul on the floor. But it'll go to Alvin Gentry Elite. So it must have been an out-of-bounds play because there was no call for a foul, but there was a stoppage of play. So here's Kahns, and it's stolen away by Spivey. 1-on-2, turns around, tries to get his team back with him. Hamilton to Williams. This team known for the 3 ball. They could threaten here. Johnson takes it in himself. Back to Williams. Williams is guarded by Payne. Throws it up to Reagan. Reagan for 2. Now nearly losing the ball again is Alvin Gentry Elite, who've got a much smaller lead than they started out with. It's now a 2-point game as Jaden Kahns sinks 2 and expends. Lead is now 4. So here's Reese Taylor. Over to Wallstrom. Got the advantage. Kahns. Payne for 3. Off the front of the rim. No good, but it's picked up by the big man. Here's Taylor going up, and his first 2 of the day.
Great pass by Sean Wallstrom. First of all, great rebound just to corral that real high. use his strong, wide shoulders to get it, and then find Reese Taylor. And Reagan tried to block that, but Reese Taylor had enough springs to get it up and score it.
Spivey back to Johnson. Long three. In and out, no good, but it's picked up in the end by Reagan, who tries to put it up for two. And he's fouled going up, and Wallstrom can't believe it.
But as you can see already, this will be a very competitive game from start to finish. First one ended up in a kind of a blowout, I guess you could call that. This one will not be a blowout for sure. This is a rubber match. First time they played, Team Zona won, and last week it was Alvin Gentry, so this will decide it to go to play Kenny Mullen's Factory as Reagan makes the second.
Reagan's now at 5 points. It's still a Alvin Gentry elite lead. Taylor with a spin move, jumper, it's good. He's now at 4 points.
Good player. Very athletic, quick, needs a little strength to fill in a little, but he's got a lot of talent.
Here's Johnson, steps in, little floater. Good response there, his two. Now quickly out of bounds on some quick passing, and it goes right back to Zona. So here's Johnson, guarded by Wallstrom. Underneath Reagan, almost loses it. Goes up, but he's fouled on the way up.
What a find by Josh Johnson inside. I think Reagan was even surprised he had him.
So that foul is going to be Reese Taylor's first. Now we got Reagan at the line. In and out, and that's a heartbreaker. Six minutes, 21 seconds to go, and a 5-point game. So Reagan is 1 for 2, and the lead is now 4. Here's Garbra over to Taylor. Little jumper pass, Murphy. And no shot called. It looks like there's going to be a foul on the floor. And that'll go against Spivey. Also on the floor for the first time for Team Zona, number 7, Ari Danzy. Checks in for his first game. Here's a long shot by Murphy. No good, almost nubbed in by Wallstrom, but it ends up in the hands of...
Great rebound by Donovan Reagan to snatch that ball away from Sean Wallstrom.
It's a little jumper by Danzy, no good. So here's Garbra. It's a 4-point game here. A couple of missed shots on back-to-back possessions. 5.5 minutes to go. Murphy back to Garbra. Finds Wallstrom. Wallstrom fakes 3. They're trying to find that perfect shot. They've got 3 shooters, but here's Wallstrom. Underneath to Taylor with a 2-hand slam. Now at 6 points on the afternoon.
Smart play by Sean Wallstrom. Drive the lane. They knew the defense would suck in, and they finds Reese Taylor for the dunk.
Johnson, long 3 off the front of the rim. Tipped by Taylor, but it ends up in the hands of Johnson once again, so offensive rebound. Now it's Danzy. Back to Johnson. Puts his hands up for a 3, does not. Reagan spins around all alone. And a foul on Reese Taylor.
That was foul. Actually, was on Donovan Reagan. He hooked him. Offensive foul. But man, that was an impressive move. But I guess that only works in the NBA, right?
Or it only works if you don't get caught.
Very true.
So correction, if you're scoring at home, that's Donovan Reagan's first foul. And now it's the possession of Alvin Gentry Elite. 4.5 minutes to go. It's now a 5-point game. And no shot call, then it's a travel against Wallstrom, but what would have been a beautiful block by Adam Hamilton, excuse me. Ethan is in the 20 jersey. Checked in for the first time. Both of the Hamilton brothers out of Buckeye High School. And both members of Team Zona. Here's Spivey, finds the gap, but no good on the underhand. And Garbra escapes, finds Taylor. Taylor for two, and it's good.
He's impressing today, running the court like a deer, getting up quickly before the defense to get there and laying it in.
So here's Danzy, dumps it off to Williams. Lots of talking from the coaches on the sidelines. Williams trying to move everybody around. Here's Spivey, back to Williams. Long three. No good off the front of the rim. It's Garbra now.
They're usually relied on their three ball, and they've only made one, and that one was off the glass in the beginning of the game. So good defense by Alvin Gentry.
It's Williams again. Finds Adam Hamilton. To Danzy. Danzy trying to get around Garbra. Gets the pick from Hamilton. Goes in. Little hook shot underneath, but it's no good. Too much spin keeps it straight, but Hamilton recovers. But that one's no good as well. Now it's stolen away again by Spivey, and he gets the two. Impressive work there to keep the ball underneath the hoop.
Looks like mass subs about to come in for Team Zona.
And now a shooting foul.
1-on-1.
It's going to go against Ethan Hamilton. That's his first. So some sub swap outs. Grant Ward checks out. Meekness Payne is back in. Hamilton brothers check out. And now we'll see Caleb Gonzalez in the 32 jersey for the first time. As Reese Taylor for the 1-and-1.
Reese hits the first. We still have not seen Reed Myers this entire club season. He's their star point guard and just has been injured as Reese Taylor hits the second. Been injured. Supposedly he will play in the July live period. For college coaches to view him would be a great thing for him and his recruitment.
Luckily for him, he has at least one more year of high school level basketball to show off to those hopeful Division I coaches. Out of Scottsdale Christian Academy, teammates with Ethan Spry, who have also not seen, as that one is sunk in. And one. Carter Murphy picks up his first foul, and Donovan Reagan could turn this into a 4-point swing. And now we have another clock issue.
So I think it should be 22 on the scoreboard. What do you got?
If my math is correct anyway. But then again, my math has been wrong before, so I wouldn't be surprised if I was wrong. But one thing I can't get right is when the numbers exist on the board, but now we have
There you go.
a foul on the floor, and that's against Payne offensive. So now the scoreboard's updated. It's 27-22. Here's Reagan. And that one goes way out of bounds. Here's Garbrough to Murphy. Wallstrom holds it above his head. Finds Garbrough again. In and out, no three. And stolen away quickly on the pass by Caleb Gonzalez, right into the hands of Wallstrom. Long three from him, no good. It's picked up by Reagan. Reagan will slow things down for Team Zona. Down by 5. Williams trying to get the offense going. Reagan, turnaround jumper. It's blocked away by Taylor. Ends up in the hands of Wallstrom, and now it'll be a foul. That's going to go against Reagan. So 53 seconds left in this one. And now going to the line is Wallstrom. And he's no good on the first, just off the front of the rim. As you recall, the last time we were out here, which was just this past Wednesday, we talked a lot about what was poor free throw shooting as Wallstrom makes that one. Whereas a lot of the shots were either missed on the first, the second, or both. And we even have the nice treatment of some hecklers in the crowd for the Wizards team.
Yeah, that was fun. Very unique, though.
Johnson gets his own miss. No good off the front of the rim. And now we have another foul going up.
Johnson not shooting as well as he normally does. That's probably why they're down 6. But Caleb Gonzalez trying to close the gap with a free throw.
34.2 seconds. It's a 6-point game. Alvin Gentry, Elite, still in the lead. Ward swaps out for Payne. Or swaps in, I should say. And Gonzalez misses them both. And just as soon as he was at the line, he's the reason for Alvin Gentry at the line. So now at the line, it's Carter Murphy. The clock has not moved an inch. And just like that, we're swapping places at the line. Murphy, the Arcadia product, tags his first point of the game.
Murphy's one of the better shooters in this 2019 class. These free throws will probably usually be good. And he makes both.
Less than 30 seconds. Team Zona could easily hold this as the last possession of the half. It looks like they will. One of the few advantages of not having a shot clock in your league is being able to hold on to the ball as long as you wish. We're now at 10 seconds. Johnson over to Williams. Williams underneath to Reagan. Reagan back to Johnson. Johnson for 3. Just missed off the front of the rim. Picked up by Wallstrom. Heaves! And it's just short and just right. But nonetheless, Alvin Gentry Elite still leads this one by 8 now. It's 30-22 as we head into halftime. Just a few minute break. We'll be right back after this.